did nothing fall out?
Okay, so, alright, so,
Oh, man, I will fuck.
alright, so next up, we gotta take care of these. Obviously, this car is old, so I've been having some issues finding the channel for this. If anybody knows where I can find the actual channel, feel free to let me know. But as it stands right now, we gotta come up with a solution. So, also went to eBay, and this seller sells this stuff, which I don't know. I mean, I don't have a lot of hope in it working. But he said it is actually for EF Civics. Automotive Authority is his name. Anyway, I did put one side on already, and it looks pretty good. But I don't know how well it'll hold up, because it looks like the 3M tape only like barely touches the car. I just took and heated it up and pushed it down really good.
Push it real good.
And I mean, we'll see what happens, but I'll let you know. Alright guys, the sun has gone down, and we're working on this bumper here. So we had a couple broken tabs. That one right there was broken. That one was good. This one over here was good, and that one on the far left was non-existent. So this guy was broken, so what I did was mix up some plastic weld and put that on there, and it hardened up pretty quickly. But our other side, I made this bracket here, so this will go behind the bumper, and that's where the blinker will actually screw into. And I just riveted that in there so we can put a screw in it. This will basically wedge behind there, and then screw on, and then the blinker will screw to it. So let me do that, and I'll show you how it looks. Okay, so it looks like that. If you can, it'll focus. And then our blinker will just screw in there. When I took it apart, the corner lights and the blinkers underneath both were pretty busted up. Here's one actually over here. Pretty foggy, pretty beat. So I hit up Amazon because Amazon's cheap, and I got depot blinkers and bumper lights. So I noticed when I was putting them in, if I put it in here, and it's like this on EG stuff too, you have this little clip here, and it has to nudge in there. And then also on EF stuff though, there's this extra little area here it's gotta meet up with. Well, I noticed that if I have it clipped in correctly on the headlight, it won't actually go back far enough to meet up and fill this gap here. My solution on this side, see how this one matches up perfectly, no gap here, and the bolt hole lines up down in there. I took this and I ground down right in there. I ground those nubs off and kind of widened it out a little bit with my air grinder. Back here, it's perfect. These actually fit really good too, with both the mounting brackets in there. No problems at all. I'm actually not super unhappy with that. We did get the front end all put together. Everything lined up really nice after a few modifications. But today we need to paint all of these trim pieces, these black side pieces here. We'll paint those. These, I am going to paint the door jambs black all the way around. I might actually just paint it the color. I'm actually low on the paint. I don't have a whole lot of paint left. I have to change the windshield out because it's cracked, and figure out something for trim around that because I'm sure it's going to break when they try to take it out. I did want to show you guys though that those trim pieces that are on the doors, those guys right there, those are very difficult to find clips for, but there's a guy online, nitech.com. He sells the door moldings, different kinds of them, so you have to kind of know which ones you're going for, but he sells them because they're probably all going to break when you take them off. He sells them, and then also he sells the antenna cover. That guy right there. They're 3D printed, but they do work really well. These work perfect. The antenna cover could have fit a little bit better, but honestly it works, so I'm okay with that. Alright guys, what I got here, I ordered this puppy, this bad boy on eBay, and it has less than stellar reviews. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Man, this shit whack, man.
But I got it anyways because I'm a rebel. So I've pretty much concluded that it goes over the top of this bad boy, but the brake light here seems to be in the way. So I'm gonna assume that you remove that, or at least that's what we're gonna try. Taking out all of these Phillips heads, and there's some caps on the end here that I've already taken off. The other side came off easy. That's what we're gonna do, but we gotta first figure out how this thing mounts and make sure it doesn't fit like shit. I'm hoping it doesn't, because I'm about to drill some holes in it, and I'm sure once I drill the holes in it, there won't be any returning it. So these are the end pieces that come off. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to reuse those. I don't know if I'm supposed to reuse those. Honestly, I don't know how you mount this at all. So all this is kind of an experiment for me. Well, I'm pretty sure that wasn't the way you're supposed to do it. Got these little clips on them that pretty much every one of them broke, but that's okay because I don't really plan on using this spoiler. So I just need the shell part of it. Alright, so I got it all clamped together, and honestly, it doesn't seem like it fits that bad. I kind of see how it's supposed to go. This rides across that, and this rides across that. I mean, you might have to bend it a little bit, but I'm not mad about it. I mean, honestly, I think it's gonna work out. This fits a lot better without that bottom piece, bending it down. I don't know if you'll be able to see all this underneath the car, but I don't think so. When I put it up there, I don't think you could see it. I'm gonna put a couple self-tapping screws in it and then check it out on the car. Alright, so after test fitting it, these corners here have to be flush to the old spoiler, because what they do is they rub on the top of the roof. So what I'm going to do is move this forward a little bit to where it's really flush at the end, and we should be good to go after that. So I got this thing mounted up pretty well. I'm not let down with the way it fit at all. It pretty much just had to be modified slightly in order to bolt onto the existing wing. The existing wing had a brake light, and the ad on eBay said that it doesn't work with a brake light. So I guess if you read the ad, then you would know maybe I should remove the brake light and it'll fit. I don't know. That's what I did, and it seems to have bolted right up. There seems to be the same amount of gap here as over here. So once I paint it, I don't think that there'll be any differences through the whole thing. Okay, so, and I never showed you guys exactly how the wing looks in the daytime. Pretty happy with that. And fitment was pretty good. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like that, but I'll paint all that back behind it black. This as well. And probably the interior piece up here, I'll paint all that black. So other than that, fit pretty good. Fitment was pretty decent. So anyways, I'm going to end the video there. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe. If you want to continue following the EF. If you have any pointers, leave them in the comments. I'm sure everybody's got some things to say about how I do things, and I'll respond back to you. Anyway, hope you have a good day.